Hello traders and welcome to our market update today. It's Tone here from the Master Markets Interest Conference and the Traders Open Day. So today's the 31st of May 2019. Traders, can you believe it? It's already been 5 months already. Wow. It's going into the 6th month, is it not? Now, today's topic, what I wanted to talk about, I may have talked about this in the previous recording, but I just thought it'd be good to touch on it again. It's called first interruptions. Now, what is an interruption? And I think there are very good points in the market where you can take advantage of and make money out of it as well. Now, before we talk about first interruption, we need to then define what is a clean move, is it not, traders, right? So you see, traders, a clean move is, let's say, because remember in our previous recordings I said that the market moves can be summarized into two ways, either a bottom to top or a top to bottom move, is it not? So a bottom to top move, if you take a look, is just consecutive closes all the way up, right? Nothing else. Now, if there is no interruption here, that means there will be consecutive closes all the way. Now, something with an interruption will look something like this. Now, let me show you. And then finally, you have a red bar here in between, right? Now, that is an interruption, is it not? Because you've got all closes all the way up. And then finally, you get a red bar. Okay. So that is your first interruption, I would say, as opposed to a clean move. Now, remember that to identify a first interruption, firstly, you need to have your tops and bottoms quantified, okay? Quantified. Now, because remember that if you don't have your top to bottoms quantified, then you wouldn't know which is a bottom, which is a top, and which is from a top and which is a bottom, okay? So these are the two moves that you can only have in the market. All right, top to bottom and bottom to top. All right. Now, after you've got that, then you have to analyze the top to bottom or bottom to top move and see where the first interruption is. Now, the first interruption, as you can see over here, is over there, and that's the red seller bar. And over here, let's see. So let me just check over here. Now, that is your primary interruption, is it not? So then how many types of interruptions are there? Altogether, in our elite meetings, we've classified that to be 5 types of interruptions. Okay. So one of them is what we got here, which is a primary. All right. And the other one, which we got here, see, look, 2 red bars and then finally then a green bar here, isn't it? So that is a PSWB. Okay. And then after that, what do we have? We have an IB interruption as well. So let me show you where an IB interruption may be. Now let's see. IB interruption, yeah, there you go, right? You've got an IB interruption over here. IB interruption, look at that, right? Now let me see if I can look at cable. Do we have an interruption here? First interruption, yeah, look at that. So first interruption here, IBs over here, right? So that's another one, right? We can have IBs, right? Then what else can we then have? We can have an OB, outsider bar as an interruption. And then finally, the last one, it can be just a seller or buyer bar interruption. Basically a non-PSWB. Okay, non-PSWB, seller bar or buyer bar. So these are the types of interruptions you can have. So take a look at them, and if you do need to quantify tops and bottoms, you can always get in contact with us and we can give you the smart money indicator, which identifies all the tops and bottoms in the market. Now the final thing then, traders, once we got our top to bottom and bottom to top quantified, and we also know the 5 types of interruptions, then we now move on to the third type. Now the third type over here is what we call is how do we then use these interruptions to make money out of it, right? Now, think about it. I mean, if the interruption happens early, very, very early, okay, in the move, yeah, in the move, there's a very high possibility that it will go through it and continue in that same direction. Basically, the first interruption won't turn. The first interruption will fail and its high be taken out, right? Because of open equity, isn't it? Because if every time that instrument of the market you're trading keeps turning at the first interruption, your open equity will become very less and the market will just chop. It's not possible, especially in highly liquid markets, is it not, traders? Especially currencies, right? Because the bank transfers and all that needs to happen, export import, all that needs to happen. So because of that, then the third part, which is how do we use this? We can use this for momentum based strategies. Okay, we can use for reversion as well. For simplicity, I would just say first interruption for momentum, and basically every time at the first interruption, you take it in the direction of your bottom to top or top to bottom move. That's why I say it's very important that the top to bottom is quantified. Now, to summarize everything that I just said, first interruptions, traders is basically top to bottom first, quantify a bottom to top, right? Quantify that. Next thing what you need to do is identify the first interruption. And the last thing then is use it as towards a momentum strategy, all right? If you want to know how to do that and you want to go in detail, you can always get in contact with us and we can schedule a session with our coaches. All right, I guess that's pretty much there on the topic um, wise. Now, in terms of all the other markets, how they're doing, it's a very quick glance. Anything that I do want to mention to you guys? Let's see. Anything? How about the rest of the thing? I mean, cable is still weakening. We've got a PSLB today. Will that turn? Let's see. I think there's a high possibility it may turn. We can see over here that within two trending bars, we can see a PSWB there. Strength is quite high. Let's see. Euro dollar, will that be the turning point? Don't think so. Not sure. Dollar Swiss, still a bottom to top. Dollar yen has gone down further. Bitcoin, $8,000 is broken out as $5,000 mark. Oil is going down further. It's been quite a bit of a downtrend. Oil, it did gain quite a bit. It's given back all its gains. Let's take a look at the weekly. Yeah, it's still a strong downtrend here, traders. So that's what we got there. In terms of the Dow, yeah, it's going back further down. And then gold we have, and then basically then FTSE is what we got over here. Now the gold, let's see. Yeah, gold is still on a bit up, isn't it? 1003 is hovering at, and it's just broken through that, so it's up on the weekly as well. So it could carry on with its trend. We'll see how that turns out to be. Again, if you take a look, first interruption concept can always go through here as well. You can see we got a primary interruption over there. All right. Right, great. And I think that's pretty much that in terms of the market update. Now, in terms of our performance, Elite Room, Smart Money. Smart Money has been up 0.31%. We got it on a trailing stop today on 0.31. You can see that how effective all the stop loss mechanisms are. You can see over here that if you take a look, right, traders, that over here, when we actually were going downtrend, right, we did put our stop over here. This has taken us out, and then yeah, I know it's gone further down. Yes, we would have got much more if we had stayed in, but we have to protect our downside as well. Okay, so that's to do with dollar yen. Euro yen, let me just go back to this again. So over here, that's 0.31% that we got. Gold bar system, we've got 1.79% profit over here, as you can see. In terms of euro yen over here. And then finally, then in terms of LTM journal, let me just see if I can get that for you guys. In terms of money bars, We got a cable trade over here is minus 0.34. So actually when we add all of that together, minus 0.34 plus 0.31 plus 1.79, we are up actually this week by 1.76%, and that's how we're ending up for May. Okay, so that's what it is. Good overall performance, 1.76% overall in our trading performance, and that's what we have for the end of the May performance. Okay, I guess that's pretty much that from me, traders. And as we always say, till next time, stay disciplined, follow your trading plan, and keep trading like a master.